I'm here with the main guy. He would introduce himself and would tell us about today's match. How are you? Could you introduce yourself?
Thank you. My name is samandarkhansediqi. I'm the president of the Afghan station and representative of the interpreters here in Adelaide.
Could you tell me a little bit more about the game and about its impacts on both sides?
It is the T20 match, and the idea to build up and reconnect the interpreter family with the veteran families. Also to support the interpreters family here and those veterans that they've been suffering from mental or other difficulties, helping those or supporting those family. At the main time also acknowledging the interpreters in the ADF hard work and their sacrifices that they have been done against the Taliban and against terrorism in Afghanistan.
Well, I'm here with the Skip. How are you doing, Skip?
I'm doing well, thanks, mate. Yeah, so the purpose really is to bring everybody together and raise awareness and also recognise the trauma that falls out of warfare and fighting. You know, for the veterans, it's been a difficult time with the drawdown out of Kabul, questions of, you know, what was our greater purpose there, but all of us feel that we've left a legacy there in a generation. And for the people that live there, you know, very scared, people have had to leave their country and come to Australia, so we want to welcome them and open our arms. And also there's other things, you know, that there's the Brereton Report, there's you know, other trauma that people are trying to get over their own experience. So we really hope that today's game between the interpreters and the veterans can showcase or lead a way forward in the healing process. After, you know, nothing good comes out of war generally, but I really hope this is something good that comes out in the aftermath, and we can build a community and build some resilience around that recovery.
Well, I'm here with Dr. Soniczai, occasionally called Dr. Cricket.
So after the Brereton Report, and also after the collapse of Afghanistan to Taliban, all those who served in Afghanistan, whether these were military, whether they was interpreter, whether these were public servicemen, it had a huge impact, negative impact on their life and their families. So hopefully it won't be the last game, so we will try to continue that and make it an annual event, and so we are seeing here quite a few people, so Afghan wider community are happy and they are coming and they know about what is going on.
I know when they started talking about handing Afghanistan back, I felt guilty. I know a lot of guys felt guilty as well that have been over there. You know, we worked our asses off. Some dudes got shot, some dudes didn't get shot, some dudes came back, some dudes did nothing at all, but regardless of what you did over there, like, it was still the same thing. Like, we went over there and did our jobs and came back, and then you kind of feel bad because you met people that weren't interpreters, you met people that weren't soldiers, you met civilians, and you talk to them, you know, about their life, and then you think to yourself, well, what are they doing now? You know, are they okay? So you kind of feel a bit of guilt. So I know there's a lot of guys on base that feel the same way. So I think it'd be good to get the blokes involved.
My name is Mohammed Tawab Abbasi, a dad of 5 kids, and we've just recently came to Australia on November 2018. I used to be interpreter with Australian Defence Forces and American Defence Forces. We were working like with the combined teams, American and Australian teams. Randomly, I've got a number of 949, which was my roster number since 2011, May 2011 till July 2018. And when I got my visas to Australia with my family, so I moved here with the family. And when we came here, so being very in a stress and being in a depression of resettling here, because it's very hard to find a good place to live in and raise the kids. And still in about 3 years here, it's going very good. Kids are getting very easy to learn their English and go well with their studies, which is the best part for me. That's what we want, and we came to Australia. That's the reason to create a better future for our kids.
I'm Cheryl Cates and I'm the State President of the Return Services League of Australia in South Australia, Northern Territory and Broken Hill.
And I'm Peter Cates and I am the President of Largs Bay RSL.
Actually, I was asked by RSL National Headquarters, I saw this on social media. I said, well, I'll be down. I said, and our son, who would be coming down if there's a spot, he said he already had the teams full. We could have probably fielded 2 or 3 teams, but when we got here today, Will was fortunate enough, and then he's taken a crucial wicket now.
Not only that, he didn't have any uniform with him, so he's borrowed a pair of pants. He's wearing one of my shirts, I think my socks, and his own shoes. And then he stepped up and he's taken the wicket of Dr. Cricket in the Afghani side. So he's one of the leading pushers behind the cricket here. So I think it's wonderful to be here and see the game.
And I think it's just wonderful what they're doing, what they're trying to do, and especially after the fallout or the withdrawal and the uncertainties around interpreters in Australia and what would happen. And I think taking the first step and doing something like this is really great. Will, our son, has also returned from Afghanistan 3-4 times.
About 7.
Well, yeah, in between other countries as well.
Yeah.
And he had 2 interpreters of his own when he was over there, and he's hoping that they may have been here, but they're not, obviously. And I think it's just a great step, because along the battlefields all around, from Gallipoli, we've played cricket, and even before the charge of Beersheba in 1917 there was a cricket game going on. So I think it's really good that the initiative's been taking this little step to maybe forge some friendships and things moving forward.
And we got Wahab here, Wahab Abbasi, who's my son and second child of the family. He was a very little boy, like very short when he came to Australia, and he's lucky he's growing up more than me. He's getting taller than me, and he's fabulous. He's in year 9 high school.
When I came to Australia, I was 12 or 13 years old, but I didn't know anything about cities or anything. When I came to Australia, after 1 year, when my other friend came from Afghanistan, he was like, man, why don't you play cricket? I was like, man, I don't know anything. Like, is there clubs or anything? He was like, yeah, of course, there is our own community club, come and join. And I started playing with them. When I came here, I didn't know how to play with the hardball, because I used to play with tennis ball in Afghanistan. So when I came here and started playing with hardball, first days I was like, man, it hurts. But when I get in the matches, it feels very easy to catch the ball. And until now, my high score is 38 in batting, and I'm playing test matches, which I don't really like. It's all stopping, 60 hours and standing there getting tired. So I really like Australia. It's the biggest country, and I love the place.
Yeah, greenish country in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah. And I'm proud of him.
Oh! I wonder if a ball could get through the fence, that ball. Yeah, some of them.
I think it did earlier.
Yeah, right. Nice hoik
We'll try to
over square leg.
We're missing all the fours. Yeah, I'm Nathan. I'm a community peer advisor with Open Arms. I'm a veteran myself. I've got lived experience with mental health and transition from defence. What this game means is for soldiers and veterans and airmen can rebuild those connections that they've had when they've worked over in Afghanistan with interpreters and the locals. And that's what it means a lot to them. It's about reconnection and it's about community.
And we're also here because we're barracking for the umpires today. We don't really care what happens actually on the pitch. It's actually more to do with the umpires. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Can you cut that? We don't actually know what the score is.
I have no idea.
In
I
fact,
don't know where the match is up to.
And I've lost count of the number of wickets.
Yeah.
It looks as though it's going. People having lots of fun.
Yeah, great day for it.
And a great crowd as well. Yeah, really lots of interested people.
I'm back here with the captain Sediqi. We're halfway through. How's it going?
Very excited. Very excited. Yeah.
How boys doing?
I think our boys doing very well. Even very higher than our expectation. Is 145 from 13 hours.
Guy at the back, I think he's Shafiq. He's doing pretty well and smacking a couple of boundaries.
Yeah, the number 8 one, that is Shafiq Umar. He's played very well. At the beginning, it was a bit of change in the plan, so he was supposed to come a bit early. Then we changed in the plan. He came late. He was a bit quite unhappy, but he's quite well. We just witnessing just 4 and 6 from him. Well, great job.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
My name's Jay Wolford. I'm the cricket director and life member at Kilburn Football and Cricket Club. So this is my home ground, and I run the cricket that gets played here during the week. It's a great thing for our club to hold, to be able to host, and the majority of our players are Afghani. And so it just seems like the likely fit. There's been plenty of runs by the Afghan boys. It's quite a big score so far, and a couple of big hits. Yeah.
I'm here with Najib and the young gun. Tell me about your batting. Brilliant batting, man.
Thank you. First it was hard. It was a bit hard to catch him. It's really different. And then I got onto it slowly, and we played and we built up good innings, and we ended up doing good score. And there was some good partnership in between from the teamwork as well. And we had a good start, obviously, and we just continued the good innings till the end. It was a good game.
Well played, mate.
Thank you.
And I'm with the young gun.
Yeah.
You were just smoking it, man. What was the secret?
Well, it was just on 2 hours left, so I was like, come on, man, just smash it. So just watch the ball, and there was a good bowlers and too much talking. But still did my best and hit the balls as hard as I can.
Well played.
Thanks,
I
mate.
think you're the keeper as well.
Yeah, of course, I'm
Good
the
luck
keeper.
with that.
Thank you, you too.
Cheers.
Last 2 overs, or last 4 overs, me and one of the other blokes had a chance to bowl. I fancied myself because I bowled before, The guys were hitting the other blokes around, and I thought maybe I can do some damage here, take a wicket. Then I was proven wrong very quickly by the champion of the day, and one of the young blokes on the Afghan side decided to dispatch me a couple of times, where promptly the cameraman in the crowd caught the ball one hand. It's probably the best catch of the day, probably one of the best I've seen. I'm pretty sure he was still had his eye on the lens as well, so it's multitasking like a true champion. So maybe Channel 7 give him a job. Well, I thought it was probably one of my better ones, because it was going straight at a middle stump, which is, the pitch is pretty good as well. But he came at me pretty aggressively, pretty cocky, and I thought, oh, I may have got him here because I might get under him, and he got under me, and played a fantastic shot, and I just, had time to walk around before the ball hit the ground, so it was fantastic. I think it was the last ball of the game, or the second last ball of the game. That's why I hurt so much.
It was definitely, you came in the first couple of balls pretty confident.
Yeah, I was. I was very confident. He showed me what it was like. Well, I stick to batting. Bowling days are over.
I think it was actually Sediqi came out and said, "Oh, you're here for the cricket dinner." I was like, "Oh yeah, come on in." And then from that moment on, the welcome mat was rolled out, and I was made to feel very welcome. And then more people started to turn up, and it just started to feel like, I was at home. Everybody started to come in and make friends and reconnect with people they hadn't seen for a while, and we all took our shoes off and sat down, traditional Afghani style, and then the food started coming out, and it was amazing. It was so good. I wish it could have kept coming, and wish I could go back tomorrow night for some more. It was amazing. Even I was impressed with the way the younger fellas, or the kids that were there, were bringing out the food, and obviously the kids of the parents there, and they were just so lovely and really humble, and made us feel really welcome, and wanted us to eat more and more and more. And we were all sort of just rolled out of there. I think they were trying to fatten us up.
Yeah, it was a tactic.
For the game, so we're a bit slow. It definitely worked. That's why we didn't play so well. But the hospitality was amazing, and the food was first class. I mean, there was nothing fancy. There was no silver service. It was just sitting around eating with your hands, so to speak, almost. And it was probably one of the best meals I've ever been part of. It just felt really lovely and good for the soul as well as the belly.
But we sat down with the boys and had a good feed. I was lucky enough to do quite a bit of that overseas. I'd been to a few of those before, so it was good to get back to familiar roots. It felt really familiar to me. And then there was a bloke at the corner of my eye, which I had recognised, and we established that we actually had been on deployment together, and he was in fact my interpreter. 4 blokes that were there that night, they actually were on my trip overseas in Kabul in 2013, 2014. It was good. It was like familiar faces, and then we had a chat about where we've been. We shared some photos. Actually we had a photo together, which is quite funny.
So my name is Sabzina. I'm the daughter of Samandarkhan, the captain of Afghani team. And this is my sister, Bibi. I think it's like connecting with each other like families. And both of the teams, they're connecting with each other, which is a good idea for people to feel. Yeah, connection. And obviously it's exciting, and I'm proud that my dad is a captain. Afghani people, they play cricket a lot. They love it. It's everything for them. So I feel like they're gonna win.
I think we lost 2 wickets in 2 balls. My role was to try and hold up one end, and I was doing pretty well at that stage because I hadn't even faced a ball, so I thought I was cruising. And then Lockie comes in, and he took me under his wing, and a few overs later we're still together.
I came out on a hat-trick ball, so not the ideal ball that you want to be on, because the Afghani players in the corner there were giving me a talking to as I walked out. And then I got to the crease, and the boys out there that knew my face already from the night before gave me a bit of hell as well. So No, I'm just making sure they knew what ball I was coming out on. They all told me. Every single one of them told me what ball we were on.
Yeah.
So I saw the first ball off, and then we kind of started a good partnership there, and kept talking to each other and doing the right thing, and playing it safe, but also trying to make runs at the same time.
And how boys doing?
We're doing pretty bad. We just had a wicket, so I think we're 3 for now, and we're chasing. We need about 20 and over, so not impossible, but probably impossible.
We wanted to put on a bit of a show. We hadn't hit many roofs or boundaries like the other guys had, so we tried our best. The young lad, and I think Gully swallowed him pretty well. So it was a good catch, and then the rest of the boys came out, and I wasn't there for long.
Well played, mate.
Appreciate it.
Cheers. Good umpiring. Kenilworth memories. Well done, well done.
That's perfect, man.
I should say both of you are the winner. And the reason is you initiated a friendly game that is strengthening relationship between Afghan people as well as the family of IDF. The efforts and sacrifice that you made in Afghanistan to bring peace, harmony and stability for the Afghan people will not be forgotten. Your legacy will remain there forever. Although the government has changed and Taliban took control of the country, but your legacy is there because you and your partners from other corners of the world empowered thousands of our young people who are now struggling for universal values that we all believe, and that is for human rights, for values such as freedom of religious, freedom of opinion, freedom of speech, equal opportunities, and many more that we all believe. I know we are not in the battleground now, but still we have duty to support their voice. We have duty to be their own voice that they cannot shout anymore in Afghanistan. And this game really a ground that we can strengthen our cooperation to continually fighting for the values that we all believe. The mission you started in Afghanistan is not finished yet, and I believe you have leadership and you have skill, you have talent, and also you have support from Afghan community as well as Australian government and Australian community to continue that mission. And we're thankful to the Australian community, to the Australian government. They did not let our people in Afghanistan alone. They accepted more than 4,500 people from Afghanistan. They are here, and some of them are playing with you today, and some of them will join us within this or coming years to come. So thank you. Thanks to the both leaders. To the players from both teams, thank you for your leadership. You are giving us enthusiastic to follow your path and working with you and to continually fighting for the freedom of our people in Afghanistan. And it's really an honor now to present this trophy to Mr. Sediqi. And thank you. Thank you. As I said, both teams are the winner. And thanks, Mr. Sediqi, for your leadership.
Thank you.
Through this game, really, you're bringing leadership and cooperation between IDF family and Afghan community and interpreters.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks for it.
Thanks for making this happen, and thanks for working with my dad.
No, it's been a pleasure, and I've just been following your dad's lead. You should be very proud of him. He's done a great job.
I am proud of him.
Good. I'm glad to hear. Congratulations to the Afghan interpreters and translators. It's been an absolute pleasure. Nothing warms my heart more than knowing that a few of you are only in Afghanistan recently, and I think that's super special for me. It really is. To Javed, your words were sensational, Javed, and thank you very much. And I think it really makes us as veterans gives us a great deal of satisfaction when we hear you speak like that, because we feel the same way. And the work isn't over. A lot of us are still working behind the scenes to help others move through to Pakistan or wherever and get them out. So we'll keep working. But enough of that. Back to the cricket. So we lost the cricket today. I think 240 odd to 140 odd. But I was glad that we batted our overs. So well done to the veterans. Hung around and we batted to 10. It's been a terrific day. We will be doing this again. I hope we take it on the road and head to Melbourne and Sydney and elsewhere. But we'll come back. We'll come back to win next year and finally get a win on the board for myself at least. So, thank you very much. It's been great. Thank you.
We'll get it back to you next year. 1, 2, 3.